Okay, welcome back. Mayu is still somewhere, but we'll start bantering and stuff like that. Meanwhile, these two were talking about the colors of the feather of the magpie that he was made for jail, and he could be
Yeah.
shouting, "Oh,
Yeah.
with the black and white stripes ain't fitting me."
Yeah.
Oh, I'm already wearing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's your suit. Oh wait, you already have the right colors. Okay, well.
That too.
Yeah. But maybe when I get to jail, I will finally realize this was my purpose all along. I
Shit.
belong. I will finally see the light. Sort of an enlightenment.
Oh my god, the Oz of this
Yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Woodland critter roleplay.
You
Yeah.
you know, I was just thinking that
next
it.
campaign. Next campaign.
Oh
Yeah,
jeez.
yeah, indeed.
I actually thinking that if the magpie gets has sees the light and becomes a preacher, he also has the right colors already.
Yeah, well, yes, indeed. So it's everything will work out just fine.
Yeah, the piece of
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I need to close my curtains because sun is shining in and it's harming my books. 2 seconds.
Oh,
okay,
great.
someone's having sunshine. It's quite cloudy here.
Yeah, hey, same here.
Yeah, it's finally a little bit cloudy here. Yesterday we had plus 25.
Really?
Oh my,
Yep.
Wow.
that's like 70 Fahrenheit, 75.
That's
High for an
I
autumn.
can. Yeah, I was just thinking that it's September already.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
some. What I've seen from my relatives in Oregon, they already have.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the Oregon, so they might have an earlier autumn, but they do have like all the colors of the autumn already on their leaves. They're turning red.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're turning red all
Okay.
over the place, and my relative says that it's so beautiful that everything's so bright red.
Oh, yeah.
Mary?
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Just confirming that you're there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, everybody's
Sorry, I didn't make a comeback.
okay. Everybody's good to go. Good to go. We're
Go. Yeah.
Mayu is
Go.
here, and Anna is here. Mary is here. Good. So. You lead them to the Fox Empress castle. Some of the halls are already familiar for Bo, because he visits the he visits the barracks every now and then and gets lessons from the knights, and this is
I'll try to hide anything that that is my personal style, so they if some of them sees me, they wouldn't straight away notice that it's me.
shame. Shame. Shame.
Hey, hey.
Just ushering them along, not like
Yeah.
they're not tied up or anything. I'm just, keeping tabs.
Yeah.
Like,
Good.
Oh yes, but at some point they you don't walk along the main halls anymore, but instead the cat leads you to a smaller smaller paths and corridors and so on. It seems like it's some sort of a shortcut to the throne room, which Bo hasn't ever been in before, and he hasn't even talked to the Empress before either. Only the generals and other people of the knighthood.
Okay.
And of course, when we're talking about Belasco, he hasn't even been near to the court of the whole place either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything that he sees in this place catches his eye, and he has this nice shine. Yeah,
Shiny, so many shiny stuff.
so
shiny
many bling
things,
blings.
Yeah. Bling. So many shiny
Oh,
stuff
why
in this
now?
place. All the money I could earn.
Pshee.
Don't even think about it.
All the
Don't
lifetime
even think
sentences that you...
about it.
Yeah, all the lifetime sentences you could earn also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, but don't touch.
And uh-oh. Okay, you you end up arriving to the to the throne room.
This is good.
Actually, it's past the throne room. You get a glimpse of the throne room that is currently empty. And you go all the way
Okay.
you go all the way to a more really comfortable and fancy looking living room. Well, you could call it a real living room, but it's just one of those rooms where the royals like to hang around and relax. And it's currently scented with a series of different flowers, and it's also decorated with all kinds of flowers that you get during the autumn. And some of the herbs and the flowers are also burnt, so that there's a small fog in the air that makes this
Yeah.
old place smell even better. Mm. And when you arrive, you see that the Empress and the Emperor are currently just munching on different all sorts of berries that people have harvested for them. And also there's this special cheese that they have gotten imported all the way from who knows where. Don't ask. and well, the Empress sees your arrival, and then
Take a big, deep bow.
Yes, of course.
I kneel to the ground
yes. So
and stay there with really humiliated expression
oh yes.
on his face, and
Oh yeah, the Empress gives a hand sign so that you can all just be as you were, and tells her husband that looks like it's business stuff. You wouldn't be interested. And the the Emperor goes away and takes his takes few cheeses with him. The Empress takes a big whiff from the from that water thingy. What do you call it? It's made out of
Sure.
is it like water bottle thing that people smoke? Water pipe?
Bong.
Water bong?
Water pipe.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
water pipe,
She takes
yeah.
a small, long wisp of the water pipe that seems to be filled with something mint flavored, and blows it
Drugs?
and blows a long whisk of a smoke over you guys, and then she's like, "What did the cat bring?"
My lady. These two hoodlums were stealing one of your boxes from the warehouse.
Mm.
And brought them to you.
Again, you never
eat them,
you
please?
never see you never stop to amaze me, dear Taku.
Bow. Again.
Mm.
Anything for my lady.
Yeah, anything.
Mm. Please do join me. And she taps on the soft mattresses next to her.
Up there and sit down
Yeah.
like a lady.
Yes. She looks
Failing at it.
She looks comfortable with
Well,
sitting there and starts munching all the goodies on the plate.
Jeez. Yum, 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 yum.
oh, jeez.
Sushi, sashimi.
Fish.
But-
So, you two, dear Magpie and dear Hedgehog, what is it that made you think that it was such a good idea to steal from me?
I'll stay shut, silent and point accusingly at Magpie.
I could say at this point, like, thanks. Well, Your Majesty, just you know, this wasn't my idea. I was forced into this, let's just say that. This was the mafia's idea. I have. What would you say? Toy. Or what's the word?
Well, something to do with the fidget spinner, or are you just talking about the shipment?
Yeah, the shipment. Yeah. I am only a pawn, so.
So you work for the mob? Are you representing the mob right now, talking behalf of them?
No, I was just supposed to deliver them this one thing, and that's all. I am not part of them. Never will, and never have been. I was just arrived. So, and that. So, let's just say that I have some issues with the mafia right now. So, I had to do them a small favor.
Of course. Let me guess. You messed with the wrong people, and now you have to pay for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the fox snickers a bit and takes another whiff from the water pipe, and says that. So, if you thought that stealing from the mob was a bad idea, they somehow convince you that stealing from the Empress herself would be a better one.
Well, I wasn't kind of expecting that there would be ninjas around the place, so.
Mm.
Hey, I'm
so,
telling you, it wouldn't have been a good idea even though ninjas didn't exist.
Yeah, well, but
So,
I was given an order, and I did and I did what I had to do. So that's all I have to say.
Silly you. For a moment, I was wondering here whether you were just foolish enough to actually go this through, or were you just very confident? Seems like I have to disappoint myself.
Let's just say my confidence has shaken off quite a bit.
All right.
After a few encounters.
Tell me, dear Magpie, have you managed to anger any other factions while you stay in this woodland?
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! They don't have to know that. Okay, well, okay.
They would have find out in some point anyway.
Oh yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Well.
Good choices of word, dear hedgehog. It is my business to know what's happening inside my empire.
Well, this actually happened on the the Empire Fairies. Once again, I wasn't expecting there any.
Oh dear, dear Magpie.
Actually, a magnet for trouble.
Oh dear Magpie, you seem to be expecting quite less from life than you thought. Did you?
Well, I guess you could say so.
First time?
But to be honest, I'm an opportunist. If I see a good opportunity, then why not take it? Why not take a shot? To be honest, back then it wasn't worth of taking the risk.
Yes. It hurts for me to say that it would be part of your blood that you would behave like this. Because I do happen to know quite many honorable magpies who know how to behave any better. You bring shame among to the names of the magpies.
Yeah, that's what my father said too. I never quite understood what he meant. He always accused me for stealing him, but then again.
I'd like to point out that after I've stopped eating, I start cleaning myself with my tongue.
Ah, please. Not in front of...
What? Everybody's used to it.
Yeah, yes. But then again, what is... So,
Well, since it seems like you already have business with the fairies, and
I wouldn't exactly say business, but
and you also have
sort of business.
crossed with the mob, and finally you have crossed with one of the most important figures in the whole Woodland area. I guess you wouldn't mind if you would mix your mix the pot a little by doing another favor for the dear Empire, would you?
Absolutely not. I would not oppose that.
Well, unlike the others, I believe that if you deal with me, your crimes can be forgiven, and I will also talk with the mob to leave you alone.
Well, that is most generous of you.
Of course, I am a
I-
generous ruler. And forgiving one and understandable one.
Why, thank you, Your Majesty. This is you can't.
A smile next to her.
She she gives her paw that that has some of the crackers, biscuits, and cookie crumbles and pieces of cheeses stuck onto her fingers, and gives them to to Taku to lick them off.
Taku totally lifts them off.
Oh yes.
No messing.
Yeah,
It would be my honor.
it's a sign of
Yeah,
power.
Yeah.
Yes. And afterwards, Taku gives the paw a small kiss and just smiles like,
Yeah.
like a taboo.
I can't. I am most pleasant with this, Your Majesty. Thank you for helping me on this matter.
Oh yes.
Perhaps there. Well, what is it that you require of me to do?
Huh.
Oh.
There is this one millionaire. This one millionaire chipmunk that seems
Sounds good. Sounds promising
yes,
enough.
seems to be acquiring quite a big of a business around here, and well, I do own quite much land in my own empire and have many connections and deals with the other empires also. But this individual seems to be has not given his lands to mine. Instead, he plans to keep them in her own, keep them as their own industries, and well, it certainly looks like this millionaire is quite of a businessman, a smart one too.
Interesting.
I want you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds promising enough.
Yes, I want
The
you
more-
and Taku to get see if you get your hands on one of his warehouses. Not any warehouses, and not just any warehouse, but the very specific warehouse where he keeps some of these industries. Items inside. He has few of the. He has some of the establishments working on for technology of humans. Now, while it is a forbidden thing to talk about human technology, this chipmunk seems to be denying about its existence and doing any business with human technology altogether.
Oh yes, of course.
Yes.
They all do.
So, I would like to take a look at maybe some of the archives, or even better, see some of the gadgets or whatever he might be holding on to. Well, if he doesn't possess any of these, then all the accusations are, well, they go to deaf ears, and we were wrong. That doesn't actually, that's not bad news at all. If he really does not have any business to do with human tech, then so be it. But if he, however, does, this would give me an upper hand.
Ah, I see.
Yes, and some leverage with the future negotiations when it comes to doing further business with him.
Yes, of course. I can see you are. No, you are. I like your style, Your Majesty. I like your style a lot, Your Majesty.
Why, thank you.
That's
And-
a real merchant.
Yes, and she pets her tail a few times like it's made out of silk. Actually, I actually imagine that she is holding on to the tail on her lap, just like those villains usually keep cats and start petting it. Yeah. Except this time the cat is sitting right next to her.
Interesting.
I wouldn't wonder that time to time the ninja is actually sitting on her lap and she would be petting the cat too.
Yeah.
Mistress asks for, I will do.
Yeah. Your word is my.
Yeah. You want me as your lab cat? Yeah, I'm there.
I'm there, man. I'll
So-
do everything.
Anyhow, the night is still young, she says, and she points out that all three of you still have time to see this warehouse, where all the experiments and she suspects the chipmunk is handling.
Okay.
Miss Taku can lead you there and handle with the security measures. She usually works alone, but having more than just one pair of eye looking for looking around is way more efficient.
Yes, I agree.
Plus,
Well,
if you do get caught, which is unlikely from her part, it's all on you.
Well, okay. Well, I kind of.
Do my very best, my
yes.
lady.
Yes, if she looks at the cat and says, if they get caught, it's let them say hello from the mob. They were already working for the mob.
Sleep with the.
They were already working with the mob, and it's up to mob how they will handle you.
All right. Well.
If they want a swift end with no pain, I will just eat them. Simple as that.
My face looks like. My face is like. I don't like where this is going.
Nah, I'm sure. I'm sure we need some sort of a motive and alibi for them being there. They were already working for the mob, so
Yeah.
let it be that way.
I will just disappear from view. It's fine.
And you, dear hedgehog, you do look quite familiar.
Yes, lady.
Yes, those insignias that you carry, they are from the knighthood. Is that yes?
I'm not carrying anything.
Oh yes, you do not bear the signs of of a knight yet, but you do have the markings of a soon to be a squire in training.
Bo looks confused.
Oh, it's
Me?
oh
Training as a knight? Finally?
no.
And he faints with really happy smile on his face.
Oh, don't get your hopes so high. It's you're not in training just yet. You have just been marked as a prominent squire. It's on your back. One of the spikes that you are that are hanging on to you are not your own. I think one of the generals or others have marked you as a potential for the knighthood.
I'm so honored,
But
Your Highness.
there is a small but here, of course. Seeing as we do not normally take anybody in the knighthood who have broken the laws of the empire. This will give you a chance to repent and pay for your crimes.
I would certainly do my best to clear my name.
Yes.
It's, all magpies' fault anyway that I'm in this position.
Well, that is
It
true.
wasn't
Yes.
my fault, it was the other guy.
I guess this is something that I can. Wait, why are we stuck? I can get.
Confirm.
Yeah.
Confirm. I can confirm this. It's all my fault.
Well, tally on then.
Part of this.
Leave these chambers, and you will come back as new, with a new life and perhaps with a better news.
I take my leave, bowing down and backing away from the chambers.
I get up from the floor with shaking legs and follow.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Just like meh, bye.
I'm terrified at the same time, but also excited. Because
I wait for both of them, like a bit headway down the corridor, and just like, do you need anything? Food, weapons.
anything? Not really, I guess.
No, I'm
I'm quite fine.
starting to be a little bit peckish, but I don't think that I can even think about food at the moment.
Okay, excellent. Now, do
maybe-
we need a game plan or do we just wing it? I'm really good at winging it, but if you need a plan, let me know.
Yeah. No, I guess we'll just wing it. We'll see what's on there. So,
Okay.
unless we do have some sort of knowledge about the place and where everything is, and like blueprints of the place or something, then we can. Then of course it's a different thing. But
Not much.
okay.
The chipmunk
Yeah,
keeps
any-
keeps it quite secretive, because it's not the place is
Do
not.
I know where it is?
Yeah, you do know where it is. That's why you're leading them there.
Where?
It's
okay,
it's close.
good.
It's inside the empire, of the fox, but because the millionaire keeps it quite secretive. Barely anybody except the workers have been inside there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, I guess we could just wing it then. We don't have. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
One
Let's
more
go for
thing.
it. Yep.
One more thing. Let's not hurry this. Now, I'd like to call you something else than magpie and hedgehog.
Oh yes, of course.
You are.
My apologies. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Asko.
You can call me Bo.
Asko and Bo. Okay. My name is Taku. You can call me that. Now, let's make headway. Taku.
Show us the way.
And I start leading them to the warehouse.
Now comes the Mission Impossible song.
Dun, 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 dun.